Hello, welcome back to Academic Reading Class A, Week 4. This week, we are going to learn how to develop your academic vocabulary. Building academic vocabulary is something that every university student needs to do throughout their course of study. As you study, you will hear and read lots of new words, some of which are general academic words, while others will be specific to your subject or more technical. Both types of words are important to develop your vocabulary overall. Here are some tips to help you learn new vocabulary and use it effectively in study. One, vocabulary building skills. First, keep your own vocabulary book to record any new words. Use an English dictionary as much as possible. An advanced English learner dictionary is especially useful if English is not your first language. And use a thesaurus to build your knowledge of synonyms and antonyms. I'm going to explain more about the thesaurus later. Then learn vocabulary in context. Use your academic reading to develop the vocabulary you need in your discipline. And use the learning techniques that work best for you. How do you learn? What helps you to memorize words? Two, general academic vocabulary. There are resources that provide lists of the most common words and phrases found in academic writing. These are a good starting point for you to find out what you know already and what you could improve. They will also give you ideas for your own speaking and writing. Please refer to Academic Phrase Bank. Some of the phrase banks are available online for free. It is also important to be familiar with the vocabulary your lecturers use in written instructions for your academic assignments and assessment tasks. Have a look at the definitions of the tasks and words. Also, it is useful to have a variety of verbs and phrases to use when referring to other people's research in your writing. These are called reporting verbs. Different verbs have slightly different meanings, so it is important to check a dictionary to make sure you have chosen the correct word for your purpose. (3.1) Learning new vocabulary. When you discover a new word, here are some questions to ask yourself about that word to help you learn it, remember it, and use it in your own speaking and writing. What part of speech is it? For example, a verb, noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, preposition, or conjunction. Next, can I use a prefix or suffix with a word? How does it change the meaning of the word? How is it pronounced? And what does it mean? (3.2) Learning new vocabulary. Please look for collocations. Collocations are the words or phrases that are often used with another word or phrase in a way that sounds correct to people who have spoken the language all their lives, but might not be expected from the meaning. Let's take a look at example. In the phrase, a hard frost, hard is a collocation of frost, and strong would not sound natural. Here are a few examples of how you can make collocations using a single adjective. For example, let's take a look at deep as an adjective. For example, deep feeding, deep pockets, deep sleep, deep travel. They are proper collocations. Also, strong smell, strong sense, and strong influence. They are proper collocations. If you want to look into more collocations, I would like to recommend you to use online Oxford Collocation Dictionary on the internet. So please go and check it out if you are going to look for some collocations. 3.3, learning new vocabulary. Always ask yourself, does the word have any synonyms and antonyms? Synonyms are the words with the same or similar meaning, and antonyms are the words with opposite meanings. It is extremely important to increase the number of your vocabulary by adding more synonyms and antonyms, especially in writing and speaking. And of course, it will make you feel more comfortable if you have more vocabularies when you read and listen. Now, let's check the synonyms and antonyms of the buzzword pandemic by using thesaurus.com, which you can access for free on the internet. Here is an example of synonyms for pandemic. The most relevant words are shown with darker highlight. And this is an example screenshot from the thesaurus.com. Antonyms for pandemic are here. (4.1) Remembering new words and phrases. Practice makes perfect. The more you use the word or phrase, the more you will remember it. 1. Read out aloud fast. Then 2. Listen to words and phrases in the context. Many kinds of audiobooks are available now, so please, in order to develop your vocabulary, read the book first, then listen to the audiobook. 3. Also, you can watch TED Talk videos, which make you more interested by listening first without subtitles, and then with subtitles and pauses in order to write down the words and phrases you encounter first. 4. Write lists with translations and examples. You may also group words according to subject or discipline, part of speech, and so on. 5. Write sentences that use the new word or phrase. And 6. Try to say or read words and phrases aloud. Make audio recordings by using a smartphone or IC recorder that you can play back to yourself later. 7. Review your learning regularly. Make up quick vocabulary tests for yourself each week to check your understanding. 8. Collaborate with other students, especially in your subjects, to share new vocabulary. Lastly, use it, or you lose it. In other words, if you don't continue to practice or use the vocabulary you looked into, you might lose a chance to use, and eventually those words will not remain in your vocabulary list. So try to use such words as much as possible by speaking and writing. Now, let me provide you with Week 4 assignment instruction. First, read the course book, Chapter 4, Cultural Globalization, quickly, and write down new and unknown vocabulary in your own vocabulary book. Then, second, try to guess the meaning by learning from the context first, not using the dictionary, okay? Then, third, use English to English dictionaries to look into the definitions. Fourth, use a thesaurus to build your knowledge of synonyms and antonyms. Fifth, write 1 or 2 sample sentences by using that vocabulary. Sixth, review and memorize the vocabulary you wrote in your vocabulary book. Seventh, read the chapter 5 again with your new knowledge of the vocabulary and try to comprehend the content. Eighth, discuss with your study partner about the meaning of the context. Then 9, please upload your vocabulary book and what you discussed with your partner onto Microsoft Teams folder named 04, Chapter 5, Vocab and Discussion. 10th, take notes in Kono style from the Chapter 5 pages from 98 through 109 until line 70 of page 109. You do not need to upload your Kono note this week. However, in week 5's instruction will ask you to complete the Kono notes for the entire chapter 5 and upload onto Microsoft Teams. So please prepare for that. Dues are set differently according to what day you take the class, so please be careful. Due for Friday class is scheduled on Wednesday, 20th May, 5 p.m. Due for Tuesday class is scheduled on Saturday, 23rd of May, 5 p.m. I hope you understood my instruction. Should you have any questions, please let me know as soon as possible. So, until next time, please stay home and keep your vocabulary book. Enjoy!